Hey, what is going on, everybody? You already know it is Wednesday. It's 9:30. The 215 boys are in house. My name is Paul Spencer. That is the showstopper, Davey Arnell. Stay tuned. It's cold, ruthless, truthful. We are here. Brother, how are you feeling on this beautiful 10-3 now week? How are you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you? It's Christmas time and holidays are coming and everything's just coming into play. And it's amazing how fast this season's going. I can't get over. Like we're in week 15 already, Paul. What is the story here, man?
Bro, you said it. Hey, Christmas is coming. What better way to start off the December week, basically, with the Eagles' ass kicking that we just showed down in Big D. Number two, Santa Claus is coming pretty soon. And Dave, guess what? I am on my sixth freaking cup of coffee today.
Yeah, you've had a pretty rough last couple of days there, buddy.
Yeah. I do want to give a shout out to Mr. Massage out there, my Katie's fiance, her mother passed away. So you're up in heaven watching over us still. Take care of us. If I said on Facebook, Dave, really quick, I want to say to everybody out there, you have family and friends out there, man. Don't be shy. Reach out to them, call them, because man, you never know, man. Dave, if I don't reach out to you tonight, you might be gone tomorrow, vice versa. So reach out to your friends, man. Tell them you love them. Tell them you give them a hug. You never know, brother. Life goes too fast, and it takes good people too damn early, brother.
It sure does. Life is short, and just take what you get, and have fun with it.
Eddie, you already know them boys. You already know, Eddie.
Eddie's all over it, man. Where's he coming from?
Yeah, give me to me.
Yeah,
there it is.
This is a wrestling show. Did you change it here?
Hey, well, look, you know what? I'll tell you what. Dak said, "Here we go," but he said, "Let me talk to you for a second."
Let me talk to you. Yeah,
he did, brother. He did. But Dave, listen, man. Hey, Eagles Cowboys round 2 was last week, of course, and Dave, we talked about what's going to happen. I hear a little echo, Dave.
Not my fault.
Yep. All right, you there?
Yeah, I'm good.
I still hear echo from myself when I'm talking to you, Mike. Turn your volume down again, Dave. Did you move it up again?
How's that?
Is it there? It's still there, but we're good. Eddie, you're listening. Let me know what the echo sounds like, if it's crazy or what. Eddie says, how about the comments by Cam Newton? Did you see those comments?
I did.
What do you think about that, Dave?
He stop talking. You have been in the league how long? There's no reason for you to say anything anymore. Telling Dak he's Dak game manager. I mean, okay, dude, you haven't been in the league how long? You can't get a job, so stop.
Okay.
Not hearing it.
Eddie says he hears that it's a light echo. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Dave. I think, Cam, yeah, you had your highlight. You made it to a Super Bowl with Carolina one time. You got beat. You are what you are. You couldn't suffice yourself anymore. You know what? I game manager versus an elite quarterback, there's a difference between that, Dave. And what Dak Prescott is now is he's shown glimpses of the leading candidate for, the MVP right now. So there is no Cam Newton, Dak Prescott equilibrium here, Dave, to me. There's not even close.
Not at all. I totally agree with that.
Yep.
And I'm telling you now, just like I'm so sick of Cam Newton right now. Just go away, dude.
Yes.
You've been away from the game for too long. There's no reason for you to be doing that.
And that's a great point what Eddie says right there. Cam was a running back who took the snap. Exactly. You know what? I'll give you athleticism. I'll give you speed. I'll give you, maneuverability. I'll give you that over Dak. But you know what? You didn't have the arm strength. You didn't have the verbal communication with any team. And I was getting ready to say this, but Eddie brought it up. You got beat out by Mac Jones. You know what I mean?
End of story.
End of story. Thank you. Drop the freaking mic. It's over. You know what I mean? It's over. Drop the mic right there. 100%. 100%.
I agree.
Yeah, I can't. Totally agree. Go back and get your sombrero or whatever you want to wear on your head, your bow ties, whatever you want to do, because you know what, you're a joke compared to Dak Prescott, brother. And exactly, no accuracy. Cam had no. I agree, 100%. He was just a quarterback who shouldn't even been highly coming out of Auburn when he came out of college. He shouldn't even been that high, honestly, Dave.
I agree. I think Dak's on another level right now. It's something we haven't seen in a very long time, since maybe rookie year, which he took over for Tony. But what do we have? 6 interceptions. How many? 20 some odd touchdowns. Whatever the case is. I don't have it in front of me, but he's having a hell of a career. But if you think about it, Paul, those 6 interceptions, 3 of those picks were against the Niners. So
exactly. You're playing 12 games, Dave, and you've only thrown 3 picks all year, versus the Niners being 3. That goes a long way of what we talked about. Dave, I'm very hard on this whole team. You know me. And
you are.
like, man, I don't believe in Dak right now because this terminology with the West Coast offense, is not what he needs, because the West Coast offense is reading the right reads, going up to the line of scrimmage, making the right reads, making the, communication with your O-line, the check downs, the progression routes, the audibles. But I tell you what, Dave, the one person I know we're talking about Dak, but the one person I do want to give so much credit to is Mike McCarthy. He turned this into,
coming from you. That's shocking.
it is. I give kudos to the dude because, Dave, I told you, being a coach up here, it's your terminology, how you can relate to players. Dave, if I know you're not the smartest cat in the room, or tool in the tool shed, whatever you want to say, I don't want to give you a play like twins left, zebra right, opposite side, twins flex motion, Z7, YX, Z flat or whatever. He made this a very quarterback friendly offense, and that, here you go. A lot of people just think it's Omaha. It is, but it's a cadence to your offensive line. Like, okay, enough. We have what we want. One word, that second cadence. Okay, here we go. Now he's got a check down where he wants to go. He's reading the right reads, and I give so much credit. And Dave, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I can't believe you are either. I'm shocked.
I give so much credit to Mike McCarthy because he made this a friendly offense for Dak Prescott, and it's showing that this dude, you give him a system that he can run and he can understand. Dave, sky's the limit, brother, and that's what he's showing right now.
I hear what you're saying. I totally agree with everything you just said. But in the end, like during the end of the week, him and Dak get together. They talk it out. They go over the offense, and I like that. I'm a fan of that. I think that's great. Those two are actually on the same page.
Agreed.
And I give a lot of credit to what do you call it? Our offensive coordinator, Shots. I think Shots is doing a hell of a job.
I think it's chemistry between both of them. It's like that, that little angel on the shoulder, Dave, saying, "Hey, don't abandon that. Don't abandon that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get back to what Dak's good at." And just like Eddie says, McCarthy's been good at play calling ever since the Niners game. The Niners game, I think he got out of hand. It was just not Cowboys football. You assume you're down. It's a pass happy offense. Even though you're down 7, you got to continue to pound that rock and be balanced, no matter what you do.
I totally agree. But but that was back in week 5, Paul. I mean, seriously, yeah. It's to me, we're week 15, week 5. The difference of this team, what we've seen in the
you've grown 100% as a team, as a coaching staff, as a quarterback, as a 3 phases of the game. Eddie says McCarthy play calling is Bell and Kellen Moore's. Kellen Moore was too. What I want to say, Dave? How am I want to say this? If I say this, I want to say it the right way. He was too innovative for the team that he had. That terminology, Dave. That's like giving you a paragraph for one play where McCarthy says, "Hey, throw the ball outside," and Kellen Moore was just like, zip, all this bullshit. And then it was just, Dak's like, what the hell did he just call? You know what I mean? It's
what kills me is, and it is, I totally agree. But going back to McCarthy, I mean, the man had his appendix out like 2 days before game, 3 days before game, was in the hospital. Came out of the hospital and still there on game time. He looked red to me. I don't know. Maybe it was me, but I was he looked a little red, but I was surprised he was on the sidelines, to be honest with you.
I was too, Dave. I put on Twitter, I was like, hey, kudos to, Mike McCarthy 2 days after an appendix surgery. Thanks for being on the field. Shows heart that your team is seeing you on the field after surgery. It goes a long way for your players too. I'm here with you, boys. I'm here.
But I honestly think even if he wasn't there, and I'm not, I think Schottenheimer and I think Dan Quinn could have handled it. And I think that it would have been. I think the result would have been the same.
I do too, Dave. But in a big game like this, I'm so glad that he's there because I coach offense up here. I'm the head coach and offense coordinator. But to me, my quarterback remember the game that I told you I was suspended for. Remember I told you that during the season for putting up 60 points in a game. But my quarterback came to me after the game. After the game, I could talk to him after the game was over. And he's like, "Coach, it's a little bit different not hearing you call the plays to me. It's a little bit different. It's the same terminology, but a different voice." I'm glad that he was there. I really am.
If you remember, though, Dan Quinn did actually coach for us back, I think it was a year or two ago, whatever it was. And we played the Saints, and he did a great job.
He was the head coach on the sidelines. He was the head coach on the sidelines, for that.
Because I think McCarthy I think he had COVID or something, whatever the case was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But, I trust our coaches. I really do. I mean, Schottenheimer, and I love Dan Quinn. That defense was fierce on Sunday night. Are you kidding me? How many takeaways do we get? My God.
I know. Eddie says, "Look how bad the Chargers' offense with Kellen Moore now." I 100%. I mean, he has the weapons.
And maybe it was Kellen Moore, Paul. What do you think? Maybe it was
Well,
Kellen
you know
Moore.
what, Dave? I'll tell you the truth. You know how I am. I try to keep everything real. It's my opinion of what I see. But what I said to you, even going from last year, well, beginning of this year, I said, you know what? This is McCarthy's stating point to go in that room with Kellen Moore sitting right next to him and say, hey, look, it's either me or him. I'm not the problem. I'm trying to get my job here, being a head coach still. It was him. Watch what I do with this offense this year based on what this, Kellen Moore, the wonder boy that I call dollar store bread now. Watch what happens when he moves away and I take this team over. To me, this was the greatest, pat on the back for Mike McCarthy because this offense is flowing right now. And Kellen Moore just
lost his quarterback for the year. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got his finger surgery, but still, even with the healthy Keenan Allen, they're a good team, Dave. They're a good team.
Good.
But they can't put up 10 points a game. They lost last week, by not even scoring 10 points a game?
I mean, you figure Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, they have weapons. It's just, I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Oh, I agree. Well, Dave, hey, listen, man, as Dak Prescott says, here we go. Let's talk about this game, Dave. Dave, 33-17, Dave.
33-13.
Damn, 17. I gave him a little credit.
17. You gave him 4 points.
I did. Hell, they needed it, brother. It's Christmas. Dave, it's coming up Christmas, brother.
You're being nice. I get it.
I'm in a giving mood. But Dave, real quick, I want to go down. I want to get some shout outs real quick, okay?
Okay, gotcha.
Last week, we had a lot of people check into us, okay?
We did.
Rob checked in. He said 27-26 Cowboys. Joe said 35-26 Eagles. You said 31-20 Cowboys. I said 31-26 Cowboys. Dan said 28-24 Boys. Sean said 28-24 Eagles. And Richo said 31-28 Eagles. I don't have Eddie's on here. I don't have Eddie's.
Eddie didn't chime in? I thought he did.
I thought he did. I don't know if I wrote that down. But,
okay, man,
I'll tell you what. I want all those guys that said, the Cowboys were going to lose. I want you guys to check in and let me know, what happened. What happened out there?
I was close, though. I said 31-21. I was close. You were close. And I said Dak would throw for 299. I was close on that, too.
You were very close. You were 28 yards off. Oh, Eddie said 31-24 Cowboys. Oh, damn, he was close.
Okay, he was close. Okay.
Sorry, I wrote him down here. As you can see, I'm not going to lie to you. I have everybody's.
No, I had, like I said 31-21. That was my score.
Gotcha. Okay.
I didn't think they'd get 13. I think they won that.
But Dave, let's talk about the game here. We're going to go down the comments real quick with Eddie chiming in. He has a great statement here. Last week I said there was one person that could be very beatable on this team on the corner was Stephon Gilmore. But Eddie says
did he shine or what?
He did. A.J. Brown should not have called Gilmore an old man because you know what? I don't know if brother found the fountain of youth because Gilmore looked like the Gilmore when he was all pro, corner.
He looked like he was when he was with New England. The Gilmore.
Yes. Wow.
That's the Gilmore I saw. Yeah. Not even the one with Buffalo. I'm talking about the one with New England.
Because Dave, when you hold AJ, of course AJ Brown had 9 catches for 94. I get
he's
that.
A great receiver.
Devontae had 7 for 7, 5 for 73. Goddard had 4 for 30. But with this high-powered offense, when you got a shutdown corner that's everybody calls an old man, even including myself, Dave, that he lacks against physical presence wide receivers. You see that. But man, I tell you what, he held his own because I'd never seen him play so on the ball. On the line of scrimmage and be physical, Dave. Bump the receiver off the line of scrimmage, make him, Devontae Smith, when he knocked him off the line on the one play, I'm like, wow, he really knocked him off the line. It's showing me something that, you know what? I'm playing smart. You kid, you might be faster than me, but I'm smarter than you. I'm the veteran. I'm going to knock you off the line of scrimmage here, get your speed off. So this way I can compensate with my veteran presence and you can't beat me with your speed. I
was surprised how our defense was, they were all over the ball. They really were. Yeah. I mean, 3 turnovers. And it's funny. I was watching Dan Quinn, his press conference they had, and he was talking about how they're going to be like on this defense is going to really step up. He wasn't kidding, man. He was not kidding. He was all over that. I thought that was great. I really did.
And Dave, something that we haven't really seen. Your leading tackler for the game was Stephon Gilmore. 9 solos.
Is that amazing?
9 solos at corner. That Dave, when you look at box scores, you don't really see your corner being solo tackles. He had 9 solos this game, Dave.
Well, how many
9
times
solos.
they were short? I mean, Eagles were short a lot, like on Sunday night, like short of the sticks.
Yeah. I mean, our corners, Dave, 13 solo tackles from our corners, Deron Bland and Stephen Gilmore.
But
This
we
is
got to
what we need.
continue to do that. We got. I mean, now Buffalo's coming up. Can we
Yeah,
different?
we'll get into Buffalo. We'll get into Buffalo. But Dave, let's bask in this, Eagles, this dismantling here. Let's talk about this, Dave, because you know what? Hey, they got us week, in week when we played them by, whatever. We should have won that game, honestly.
We had that game. We
had
did.
that game. But shoulda, coulda, woulda. Blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while too. But you know
True.
what? Hey, let's just talk about this game, Dave. Hey, you were right, man. Dak Prescott had a hell of a game. 24 for 39, 271, 2 TDs. Dave, 0 picks, 0 crucial picks. No picks, Dave. No picks.
I know. He was on, and there were times where he threw a couple passes that weren't great, but the Ferguson, my God,
Ferguson's good, man.
Do you really miss Schultz now? I mean, because I don't.
No, you know what, Dave? I mean, now, no, of course not. During the beginning of the season, I was first one to say, like, I was very high on Shoemaker coming in, Hendershot, of course, Ferguson. I talked about these tight ends coming in, from the draft, and I was like, these guys are going to be good. But Dave, I tell you what, man, Ferguson is that dude, Dave, that you go to a bar, you want that dude next to you because that son of a bitch ain't taking nothing from anybody. Okay,
isn't it amazing? I mean, when does did Hendershot even play? I didn't even see him.
No, he did not play. He did not play.
I didn't think so, but I can't wait till he comes back too.
Mm-hmm.
But Highland,
how you doing, Linda?
Thanks for checking in. Yeah, I mean, I'm just surprised how good Ferguson's really been. Like, Dak loves his tight ends. We know that.
Dave, I don't know. I'm going to ask you real quick before I forget this train of thought because I am getting old and I'm on my 6th cup of coffee, so I don't know what the hell I'm really talking about right now. So I'm so hyped up.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Yeah.
No, okay.
But my thing is this, Dave. Going back to the Witten days, you remember against the Eagles where he caught that ball and just ran down the damn
I'll never forget it.
with no helmet on. Dave, I don't know. Am I the only one? I watched the game away from everybody else this weekend. So I actually said I jumped up one time and said, "Damn, I could just picture Ferguson losing his helmet and running downfield, blood dripping down his face." He reminds me of that dude, Jason Witten. He reminds me.
He does.
Of Jason
He's a lot of like Witten. He does.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
The way he blocks, the way he catches.
I mean,
and it's insane.
Are we seeing a Dak Ferguson Witten Roma thing? Or is it
No, Dave.
I don't want to go that direction, but
Dave, there is a guy. I mean, I understand the BFF thing, like my best friend here, but there is a guy called CD Lamb too, Dave. You know what I mean?
This is true.
You know what I mean? Hey, pick your poison, dude. You want to go Lamb? Take away Lamb. I got my best friend over there and made Mr. Ferguson too. But Dave, let's talk about this hurdle. Did you see that hurdle?
I did. That you know what that reminded me of? When Zeke did it against the Eagles, the same thing.
Yeah, when I seen that, Dave, the first thing coming to mind was the coaching says, "Don't tackle with your head down, keep your head up." But
remember when Zeke was on a run, and next thing you know, he ran to hurled.
Yeah. Ferguson is just that type of athlete, Dave. The way he is, the way he runs the ball, his physical presence. He knows how to find open field in a scheme, Dave. Either a zone, man to man. He finds that open thing, and I give credit to the wide receivers coach. I give credit to the tight ends coach. I give credit to Dak for trusting him. Continue plays where there was a couple balls, Dave. The one where he caught on the going to the sideline. They showed the route after the play was over. I went back and watched it. Dak threw the ball about a second even before he made his break. That is trust.
That's trust. That is trust. Yeah,
trust. Mm-hmm. That's something I love to see because this offense is flowing, Dave. I mean,
I saw a lot. I saw a lot of Tony Pollard on Sunday too.
Tony Pollard, 16 carries, 59 yards, no TDs. But Dave, let's talk about Rico.
Another touchdown for the man. I'll tell you, he is hot.
I got to take it back, Dave. I said to you in the beginning of the season, I said, you know what? I think this dude gets lucky if he sniffs the field. Brother, sniffing the field, don't take the man off the field.
I'm telling you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Rico.
And you know what? I tell you what, I look at him now, the way he runs the ball. I don't want to say this, Dave, but I am going to say it. He reminds me of something we used to have back in the day. Rest his soul, Marion Barber. Okay, rest his soul.
Yes. Yeah, I can see the similarities.
Dave, he reminds me of Tony Pollard being Julius Jones, okay? And Rico reminds me of Marion Barber, who comes in the game, doesn't avoid the contact, carries the defender off the back with him, and goes for another 2 or 3 yards. That reminds me of what I'm seeing now. That's what I'm seeing with Rico.
I agree. I can't argue. Rico's been great. He goes to his tackles. He's reading his progressions and just doing great.
Yes. And you know what? The thing is, you know what? Ronald Jones, I don't miss you at all, brother.
See, I do, but that's fine.
Dave, I'm telling you, look, Rico is, man, he's a
Because
solid
Ronald Jones is a big dude, man. You know,
He is too. He is too. Eddie says, "How about that Gallup catch?" Woo! Good God.
I saw a comment Mike Laro made the other day. How come Michael Gallup only shows up against the Eagles? I thought that was pretty funny when he said that.
Well, you know, Dave, I was very hard on him too. I said, off this contract, brother. I went to Walmart a couple of weeks ago. And I seen your picture on a milk carton. Listen in action. But, hey, welcome to the show, right? Welcome to the show, Michael.
You know, what did that catch remind you of?
So many catches, honestly, Dave.
Yeah, no, go the Michael Gallup catch alone. What did that remind you of last year?
Off the top of my head, Dave, I really can't say.
T.Y. Hilton.
I don't know. I like T.Y.'s better, Dave. That was it. Fourth and something.
It was 3rd and 30.
3rd and 30. Yeah, that to me is a different.
But it was kind of the similar thing that we saw with Gallup.
True.
Because I mean, he had his feet in bounds when he caught the ball. T.Y. Hilton had his feet in bounds when he caught the ball, and Dak threw a mile. I mean, come on.
When I think of Michael Gallup, I think of toe drag swag. Okay.
Yes.
The best balancer in the NFL, where he knows the side like a toe tapper. There's a lot of wide receivers that can do it, but with Gallup, he doesn't make the easiest catches, but he makes the hardest catches look fundamental.
Yeah, why is that?
And
Dak did see him. Dak did find him in the end zone too. That was a good thing.
He did. And he says Rico was the man inside the 10-yard line. I agree, man. I love watching this kid play. To me, what I like about this too is if you go back to that, Dave, where he got that first down, he ran for like 18 or 16 yards, or I think it was like a 9-yard run where he got the first down to keep the sticks alive. They came back to him and pulled Tony Pollard out of the game and put Rico in. That to me is a head coach saying, you know what? Just like Zeke and Pollard last year.
It's confidence in your running back.
Tony got us from the 20 to 20 last year, and we brought in Zeke now, okay? And what I like about that too, he brought him back in the game to get the touchdown, of course, number one, to build that between the running backs. But the best thing is when Rico's in the game, the first one to congratulate him is Tony Pollard, man.
Yeah, well,
These two get that. These two get
that's how it was last year with Pollard and Zeke. Same situation. I mean, when Pollard would get you down to the 3-yard line and Zeke would finish it.
But the biggest thing is, Dave, there's a $11 million difference. Okay.
Oh, I agree. I agree. But do you miss Zeke now?
Nope, not now.
I do.
Not the way Rico's playing.
I still miss him.
Rico's playing.
No, I still miss. I mean, I just wish Zeke was a part of this of what they're doing right now.
Listen, if we win one, I'll engrave him a participation trophy and I'll send it to him, Dave, in honor of the 215 boys. Okay?
No, he's not playing bad in New England. I mean, I know they're not doing well, but he's actually not doing bad.
But Rico is that guy. He'll do anything this team needs. Okay, Zeke was, I can go in and give you what I have. Rico goes in there and gives you everything the dude has, man. He came off the hamstring injury, Dave, questionable, still played the game, got 12 carries. You know what I mean? Yeah. He gives you what he has. He gives you everything. He doesn't leave anything on that field, Dave.
Well, he impressed me in preseason last year, too. That's why I was impressed with him when I was watching. So.
Yeah, I mean, you know me. I get that now, but you know me. I don't watch preseason.
I know, but I do, and I watch preseason for guys like Rico because I want to see those guys make the team like that, and that's why I like that kind of that.
And I take away everything I said about him. You know, like listen, I didn't think he would score at all. My man's got 3 TDs this year already.
Got 3 touchdowns.
Hey, you know what? Hey, he's doing his job. But Dave, let's get back to this game, man. Let's talk about this guy. I want to talk about CeeDee Lamb again, Dave. The CeeDee Lamb
is he. He's on. What planet is this guy on?
Dave, I don't know. When you talk elite, Dave, okay, let's just go down the league here. You talk about Justin Jefferson's injured, of course. You talk about Jamar Chase, no quarterback with Burrows, of course. You talk about A.J. Brown.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill's on a different level. He's on a different – he's more the speed demon.
No, I'm saying don't forget about him.
No. To me, he's great, but take away his route running, which CeeDee has as well. But you give CeeDee Lamb Tyreek speed, I'll take CeeDee all day.
I will.
You know what I mean? There's a difference between speed. To me, Tyreek Hill is, to me, yes, he is the best, Dave, but you can't tackle what you can't catch, and that's Tyreek Hill.
True.
You know what I mean? That's just me saying that. But my God, CeeDee Lamb, dude, throw the ball anywhere. He goes up and gets the ball. He brings everything down. He makes it look so damn easy, Dave.
Because he's that good. I mean, he was that good in college. You should know that. You're a college guy.
Oh my God, I loved him at Oklahoma. And the funny thing is, Dave, he's back in his normal slot. And when he played in Oklahoma, he played in that slot, and he was a mismatch. I didn't care who you put on him. It was just beautiful to watch at Oklahoma with CeeDee Lamb.
What's the only thing CeeDee doesn't have?
A middle name?
Not even that.
His
number. His number.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted 10. He didn't get it.
I know. You know what? Don't hold him past him, Dave. Next year, he probably will go back to 10. He'll go to 10. With all the
he should be able to get what he wants. Think he's so good.
I don't hope he doesn't, Dave, because then I got to go out and buy another damn jersey.
Yeah, but he does keep the 88 alive, which is great. So
I love the the 88, going back from the day, the 70s, 80s,
Pearson to Michael,
I love that. Of course, I love that. But I think
I have a question. When are we going to see the receiver we picked up a few weeks back? I've yet to see him.
Was that who?
When are we going to see the receiver we picked up a few weeks back?
Dave, I told you, this guy, Dave. Okay, don't get me started with this guy, Dave. Okay, don't get me started with this guy. What is it, Bryant? Whatever his name Bryant was, or something like that.
Martavius Bryant.
Dave, listen to me. I don't care if you're 6'6". Okay, I don't care. You've been out of the league for what, 5 years, Dave? You're not coming on this team and playing football. And any,
you might. What was the point of bringing him in? I mean,
he needed a job, Dave, and Jerry Jones was very kind because it's the holiday season. That's why.
Good point, Eddie. Good point.
I love that. Thank God, Dallas. Henry Ruggs. Where's Henry Ruggs at now, Dave? Do you know where Henry Ruggs is at right now?
He's in jail right now.
Yeah, he's spending life in jail, brother, because he wants to go 200 miles an hour down a damn freeway and kill a side street and kill somebody. Thank God we didn't go out and get Henry Ruggs. My
great
God.
move.
Woo. And the funny thing is, the Eagles passed on CeeDee Lamb too.
They did.
And is that crazy?
They did. Well, they passed on what's it called too, didn't they?
Who?
Didn't they pass on no, that was Giants. Sorry, Parsons.
They passed on Justin Jefferson as well. All these wide receivers they passed on. Thank God. I think this makes up a lot for us going back and missing Randy Moss when we could have had him.
True.
This makes up for it, getting CeeDee Lamb.
Randy Moss's days back in Minnesota, and he was great there.
Oh my God! 3 catches for 170 some yards on Thanksgiving Day. I still remember that, Dave. I still remember. It's like a bad memory in my head.
That sticks to my head too, Paul.
Definitely, I gotta be honest. But Dave, let's talk about this receiving game. 270 yards, 271 yards from Dak, of course. But the rushing, Dave, 138. They pounded the ball when they had to do it. They're balanced, Dave. They're showing you that they can run the ball. And what the greatest thing is, Dave, I love how the Eagles' front four is very vicious. We know their front four is
They are very.
But when you can run the ball on them, between tackles, off tackle, it shows me something that McCarthy in his offense is making a statement. We can run on anybody out there.
Well,
that Niner game,
Mike's got his head. He's got his head in that playbook, and things are just starting to come out. I'm loving it.
Eddie says, I'm scared from that game. Eddie, you already know, man. Whenever Thanksgiving, when I wake up, I have to check the calendar because I do not want to go back to that year. It stays in my head.
The Minnesota game,
the Thanksgiving Day game. Yeah, I think it was 3 catches. I think it was like 170.
Was that Randall?
That was Randy Moss.
No, so was it Randall?
I don't remember the quarterback. All I remember was that ball going downfield and passing.
I think it was Randall, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know who it was. It might have wasn't now. It had to be Randall. No, I don't know who it was.
Sure, it wasn't Randall.
It couldn't have been Culpepper, could it?
I don't think so.
I don't know who it was. I have no idea. Here's a great one too. Terrence Steele. I've been very hard on him on this year's. A lot of bad calls on him, a lot of holding calls, getting beat off the ball. But Terrence Steele, man, I tell you what, this is the Terrence Steele that last year earned his contract till he got hurt, Dave.
Terrence Steele. Well, Terrence Steele had to make up what he messed up in the first game. So
he's from
they sacked Dak on the 6th, which really we could have scored and we won that game. And Terrence Steele gave up 2 sacks. So
he's playing great. There's glimpses of him where he does give up bad mistakes to a more of a speed rusher. But I tell you what, he had this defense in check, Dave, because when you go against this Eagles front four, I mean, they're solid. Of course, we know that. But my thing is, when you play against a front four that fast and you show up the way you did, I'm cool with that.
It was a total team effort. I mean, from beginning to end. I mean, even after halftime, you just saw that they wanted this game. They needed this game. They knew they wanted it.
I mean, they gave up 3 sacks, but nothing big.
It was a revenge game. They knew what coming out. They needed this.
True. But Dave, let's talk about our defense, man. This defense is freaking elite.
3 turnovers. Wow, I was shocked. I mean, especially Gilmore, getting on AJ Brown, which was great. I enjoyed that. Hurts fumbled the ball again. I'm not like him to do that. I'm missing one more, but I don't remember what it was. But
Devontae Smith had a fumble.
Devontae Smith. That's right. Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Right. And what killed me was, not to cut you off, but the catch that Devontae dropped in the end zone. It's very rare to see that.
Yeah, that's one thing. I mean, he's one of the guys that I love. I have my kids watch him too. The way he catches the ball. I mean, to me, it's like Charmin hands. He catches everything. It doesn't matter how it goes.
That's what I'm saying. That guy doesn't miss any. He doesn't miss many. That's for sure.
He catches it 100%. Yeah, Devontae had the fumble too. But Dave, I tell you what, man, the way this defense is playing, to me, it's what I love to see. It's 11 hats on a ball. It's not one person. Of course, the corner's got a lot of solos this week. But Dave, if I slow you down, guess what? Now you're going to meet my brother. He's right here next to me. You know what I mean? That's the way this team is playing. 11 hats on a ball, Dave. It's something.
That's Dan Quinn defense. You know that.
Of course. You might not have the best physical players out there, but you got 11 people, making a tackle here. But the one thing is, I heard a lot of people, especially on Twitter, Dave, say when I put my post up there about the Cowboys game, oh, well, the refs caused the fumble. Let me tell you something. There's a difference between physicality causing a fumble and a fumble. The way the Dallas defense played this game, it was physical from the jump, from play one to until the fat lady sung. It was physical, Dave. It was physical for 60 damn minutes. Dallas did not let up on the gas pedal at all.
Nope.
And the best thing, go ahead.
Now, if you were watching pregame and they were all together in their huddle, DeMarcus Lawrence said, from play one to from first play to last play, let's go. And you just saw it. I mean,
and you know what? Even on the offensive side of the ball, Dave, not to flip sides here, but in the fourth quarter, when the game was out of hand, I think we were up, 27-13 at that point. Well, McCarthy called a play going down the sidelines to that Gallup, okay? Yeah. That play told me, like, you know what? I don't give a damn what the score is. This is a game that we circle, we want, we
put the nail in the coffin. That's pretty much what he was doing.
Put it in there, like, you know what? Take your ass back to Philadelphia. Don't even go get a damn McDonald's or a cheesesteak, because you know what? Get your ass back on the plane and go back to Philly, because the nail is in the coffin. And look at this. This is what it is. I love that.
This team at home is what, 14-0, 15-0?
I think they're now 15-0 now.
Is it 15? Okay. They don't lose at home. But my thing is, about not even that, but we've been putting up 30, 40 points at home like it's nothing.
Very true.
That's what kills me. I mean, I thought that us playing that, I didn't think it was going to be as lopsided a score it was. That's just me. But
yeah, that's true.
But this team is just like, every time they're home, it's like they're putting up points on the board. Anything over 30 to 40, whatever it is.
And to
me,
Dave,
it's amazing.
To me, I got to give, three-phase game here. I got to give Dallas, the hats off, all three phases of the game here. But yes, the offense put up 33 points, of course. Okay, I get that. But Dave, this defense, okay, you hold the Eagles running game with, their running backs, Swift, of course. You keep, Hurts in the pocket. Swift, 39 rushing yards. Hurts, 31. Gainwell, 28, Dave. That to me is saying, you know what? You might talk about all these big names on the Eagles defensive line, Jalen Carter, all these dudes. But I tell you what, shut the hell up, because this defensive front four for the Dallas Cowboys, they may not have the big names outside of Lawrence and Parsons, of course. But, dude, can I mention some names, Dave? Can I just mention some names that don't get enough credit, Dave? Really?
Go ahead.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Nevin Gallimore. Let's talk about Chauncey
Neville. Gold. I love Neville. I'm a Neville fan.
Let's talk about Odigizua. Let's talk about these dudes that plug the middle to build that front four, Dave. These dudes, man, not the biggest.
Jonathan Hankins.
Exactly. That's what he might even say, Dave. Of course, Let's talk about those dudes plug in the middle. I don't care what you say, the best front four in the NFL. This might be one of the top two outside of maybe. I'll still give the Niners the edge. I'll still give the Niners front four the edge. I will.
Oh, that team's for real. I don't even talk
seven.
about
I'll put.
I don't want to go near that right now. I want to see that.
Yeah.
No, hopefully Jonathan Hankins is okay because he had a high ankle sprain. So hopefully he's.
And he says that defense second. That's Diggy Zilla. That's Diggy.
Oh, Ziggy Zua. Yeah, great game.
Great guy. Game. Great asset. I watched him in college. He's a great ball hawk in the middle. Not ball hawk. I want to say a space eater is what I want to say. A space eater is what he is. A lot of people.
I saw a couple of Jay Lou sightings too. I was happy about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I give the Niners. I give the Niners, the top notch. In the front four, front seven, I go Niners. Dude, of course, their secondary can't be beat.
Is sick.
Yeah, they are, but I mean, I think their defense can be beat in the secondary.
Their defense can be beat, but but dude, Purdy's playing out of his mind.
Yeah, not to go back to that game, but you know what? You give me the deck now with the play calling that we have, where just like
I think it's a different game altogether.
It's different. It's balanced. McCarthy's been balanced ever since that game. He's learned from that, progression of what I look like the Niners here. I'm going back to a different level here. I'm taking what the defense gives me. I'm not putting too much on Dak Prescott's plate. I'm not putting too much here and there in people's heads. I'm taking what the defense gives you. You give me the run, I'm going to take the run. You give me a play action, I'm taking the play action. You give me a swing pass, I'm taking it. With the Niners, it was just like, thank God we lost that game to learn, because McCarthy, I'll tell you what, just like Eddie said, he's learned from that game. He really has.
We said before, it was back in week 5, so we didn't know where we were at that point.
Mm-hmm. Eddie says Debo. Pick your poison. Debo, Ayuk, CMC. God, pick your poison. Kittle in the middle. Pick your poison.
Don't forget about Kittle. Oh my Lord, it's Kittle, Debo. Like you said, the team's sick.
But Dave, I'm a big college guy, and my favorite college football team is what, Dave? The Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
And we talk about this guy right here, Brandon Aubrey. My God.
And you know me, I'm a kicker guy. I love kickers.
Speak, Dave. Speak. Practice.
I love. Do I miss Money Maher? No, not at all.
Ooh, Dave. Don't call him.
Not at all. No. Okay. This kid is 30 for 30. I hate that. I'm not going wood. I don't want to jinx him. But soccer style kicker, and we know where he's from. Yes, he's from Notre Dame. We get it. Yes, he is. It's amazing because where they found this kid, he was in US. I think he was in what like USFL or something.
He went from Notre Dame to, correct me if I'm wrong, or I might be wrong here, to the USFL to Major League Soccer.
Okay.
Got a contract with the MLS. He's
a soccer player, and he's a soccer kicker. You can just tell the way he kicks it, the style he kicks. It's amazing,
Yes.
And even what killed me in this game? Honestly, I gotta be honest. I don't miss it. Neither do I. Mm-mm. Eddie, I don't either. Did you see when he kicked the kickoff and hit the crossbar on the kick?
Twice.
I was like, my man's got a leg.
I tell you what, Dave. Not to say this, but I of course I don't miss a Notre Dame game, and I remember when he kicked at Notre Dame, he kicked a 59-yard field goal against the win one game. Okay, and it was good right through the post, and I was like, damn, this kid's good. He has the leg, but wow, why isn't he not going to get signed? Maybe he will get signed somewhere.
Oh, he hit a 59 and a 60.
Insane, Dave. Insane.
And you know me, I love kickers. So to me, you're only as good as your last kick. But this kid, I've never seen anything like it. I got to be honest.
You know what? The funny thing is that kick that Dave, exactly he's talking about, that 60-yard field goal, he had distance after the field goal post too.
He could have made it from 65.
And just like Eddie said, he probably could have made a 70-yarder. A 70, I don't know about, but man, I tell you what, if the game, Dave, I'll tell you what right here. If the game came down to it, and it's 4th and 10 or whatever, and we're at the 45-yard line, which is 55 there, plus 8 yards back, that's a 63-yard field goal. Brother, I'm putting my money on Aubrey to kick this.
I trust him. Absolutely.
I tell you what, this kid is insane.
I give McCarthy all the credit in the world for picking up this kid, and whoever found him or however it worked out.
Well, I was reading something on his wife runs his Twitter account. I followed them. I've been reaching out to him, trying to get him on the show. Of course, that probably won't happen. But I reached out to him. I was reading a little documentary that he had on Twitter that his wife put out there. That who he gives credit to of why he came to the NFL?
Yeah.
His wife.
His wife?
He was about to quit after he went to MLS. He made it there, got a contract, played there, wasn't the greatest soccer player, of course. Then he told his wife, he's like, I'm going to stop playing soccer. I'm just going to get a regular job. And she's like, you're a soccer player. Go out and kick for an NFL team. He's like, I haven't done that. Go play. Go try. He worked out with the kicking coach. Look where he's at now. He gave credit all his wife, putting him in that right direction. But Dave, this kid is insane, man. This kid,
I'm telling you,
insane.
I love when he comes on the field. I'm like, oh, it's Aubrey time. Automatic Aubrey, baby. Let's go.
Dave, I can only imagine you. I know you're a kicker guy. I can only imagine you, like two guys when they come on the field, Rico and Aubrey. I can just see you like, yes, yes, yes.
I shied because I was just funny. I was at my mom's watching the game. I'm like, here comes Aubrey. I was like, and my mom goes, is that the guy you were talking about? I'm like, yes, that's the kicker that can kick over 55.
But you know what, Dave? I give credit to our scouts too, real quick, before we move on to the Buffalo game here. I give credit to the scouts because of the fact that you look at two people that we have on this roster, Dave, that nobody thought about. Of course, Brendan Automatic Avery. Of course, that name there. Who's the other one, Dave? A guy that I get hyped on. The guy that I get hyped on when he catches the ball to run one back.
Oh,
Devontae Turpin.
Turpin time, baby.
Both from the USFL, Dave. Two huge pickups, Like, to me, it's like, okay, wow, nobody wanted him. They can't find jobs. Turpin, you give him the ball, he can make things happen. Aubrey, God, he's won us a couple games in this season already, the way he kicks the ball, Dave.
Yeah, he's fun to watch, too.
Amazing scouts.
Where's Deuce at? I haven't seen anything at Deuce at all.
Deuce has been out. I mean, he still had that little injury. That's the scary thing about, of course, I love Deuce the way he plays, Dave, but I
miss Deuce because I love me some Deuce, man.
I don't think he fits into the scheme, Dave, because to me, he's one of the how I want to say this. To me, he's one of the window dressing players that we have where if we're up and we want I want to say a circus play, something out of the box here where I have to run like a halfback pass or something like that. That's where I think he fits in. I don't think he fits into this scheme, honestly, Dave, because his size, we know he can run. Playing at Kansas State, we know he can run the ball between tackles, but there's something that I seen, Dave. I don't think he fits into this scheme. I think
I thought we were going to see more of him this season than we did. I mean,
no, I think we do, but I tell you what, I like how he's not on the field right now because the way that Pollard and Rico's running this situation here, it's a 1-2 punch, and to me, I think I'll take that back. I like how they're running, but I would like to see Deuce Vaughn get more action because of the fact he is that breakaway runner. He has that Tony Pollard get up speed. That's what I want to see too. In the third quarter, fourth quarter, when the defense is a little bit gassed and you need that bounce out to the outside, that toss pattern outside, get it to Deuce Vaughn outside with the space eater. Get him outside with a Tyler Smith on the outside. Get him outside with a Zach Martin leading the way. That could be a big game when the defense is gassed.
I mean, I just think we should see more Deuce than we're seeing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Rico's doing great.
I agree.
Doing his thing, but I'm a Deuce guy too. Make it a 3-headed monster. Can't hurt.
No, I agree with you 100%. I think it's a good situation where he is. I mean, maybe Dave, you know what? Maybe we give Mike McCarthy, a lot of hate, but I'll tell you what, maybe he's being smart here where he doesn't need to use them. He's keeping them healthy until when it counts in playoff times. We always talk about going in healthy. Well, why not keep them on the shelf when you don't need them, right? We don't know. Who knows?
I mean, you might need them down the road. Who knows?
I think you will. Cold situation coming up. Just like, let's get into the Buffalo game here, Dave. We go up to Buffalo in 46-degree weather. We know Dallas plays a little bit different outside the dome, Dave. Grass, I understand, but
they're 3-3 on the road, Paul. They are 3-3 on the road,
but a little different shading, Dave. I mean, we look at night and day offensively, and a little bit slower on defense as well. Correct?
I agree with that. Isn't Buffalo? They're turf, right? They're on turf. They're not grass.
They're on turf, but it's outside though. That's my thing. It's the difference between inside dome and inside turf. To me,
true. But, I mean, we went up to New York. We rolled them.
Dave, we're talking Giants, brother.
Oh, I get it, but hey, don't be stuck. Oh, they've won 3 in a row.
Dave, real quick. Off topic here. Off topic, real quick. When you watch a Giants game, okay, and they talk about cutlets, does that make you hungry?
No,
dude.
I'm not a cutlet guy. Does nothing for me.
I was on my phone because I was in Tennessee. I was like, man, God, where can I get a good cutlet? Because I am so damn hungry listening to Tommy Cutlet DeVito and his mom cutlets, bro. I was so damn hungry.
You and Evan go get those cutlets.
I know, man. I'm telling you, I tell you, I was about to go to the store out there and make me some damn cutlets.
I'm not a cutlet guy. So it does nothing for me.
Oh man.
No, but actually, back to the Buffalo. 46-degree weather. 3-3 on the road. 2.5-point underdog. I don't know.
I look at it two ways, Dave. I think the Cowboys will win this game, but
I think they can.
you can't come off of a victory like the Eagles, playing your lights out football. And then the way I look at Buffalo, Buffalo is a up and down team. But
They
here's the
are
thing.
all season. They've been up and down.
But here's the thing. Miami just lost, right?
True.
Buffalo's still one game behind. That's it.
True.
They win this game, they're tied in the division.
Wow.
The upper hand goes to Miami because the head-to-head. But Buffalo is not out of it playing bad football. Everybody's saying they're under the radar playing bad football. This is a statement game too, but to me, it's outside, Dave. I understand turf is different outside. I get that. But there's a difference between Dallas in a dome turf and Dallas outside. They're slower. I don't know what it is. It's the cleats. I have no idea, Dave.
Well, you got to shut down Latavius Murray for the most part.
I'm not worried about Murray. I don't think.
No, I'm not worried about Murray either too much. No,
I'm worried about James Cook being running the ball.
Well, I'm worried about Diggs, to be honest with you. I mean, if you're going to put Gilmore on Diggs, then we'll see what happens there.
They do have some solid wide receivers. Of course, Gilmore. Of course, Gabe Davis.
They got that tight end's good too.
They're deep on tight ends. I mean, they have Dawson Knox, their starter, and then
Knox is hurt. There's the other tight end they have.
Dalton Kincaid. Knox is playing.
Yes, that's Dalton Kincaid.
Knox is in this week too.
I thought he was hurt.
He's questionable right now. They are saying he might be playing.
I thought I heard that's why he was.
Dalton Kincaid is the one that's hurt. He's injured.
Oh, Kincaid's hurt.
Yep, they're rookie Dalton Kincaid out of Utah. He is
the other way around. I thought
Dawson's the one that is playing. What's his name? Kincaid is questionable. So they do have a great tight end background there, of course, but it all relies on Josh Allen. We always talk about Dak, which one it's going to be. Well, Josh Allen shows up,
That's true. Yeah, Josh Allen does show up.
Yep. And also, Eddie makes a great point here too. Their DBs are mediocre. I mean, you look at their DBs. Of course, they got Taron Johnson. Of course, Tre'Davious White is out. Of course, he's on IR. Of course, which is a great thing for us leading up to this week. But Micah Hyde, their safety is questionable. Rasul Douglas, I know what he is. He's beatable. He's very beatable. We've seen
he's beatable. Sure.
Yep. Exactly, right there. They're not having Ladarius White, of course. I'll just go through the comments. Not having Milano has been a best run stopper. I agree with that one. Milano is a run stopper playing at linebacker. He's a great Matt Milano. He's a great linebacker.
What's his story?
I'm not sure what his injury is. I know he's out for the season. He's on IR, of course.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That dude reminds me. I don't want to go to this point, but I'll just give you like a reference to me. He to me is like the Sean Lee. He was not afraid to put your head in the helmet in the game. He's fundamental football like a Luke Kuechly. He finds the ball. That is what he is. He's a great and being on IR.
I'm not much on Buffalo. I followed them a little bit here and there. Like I said, Latavius Murray, Kincaid, Diggs. Yep. That's pretty much, and of course Josh Allen. So that's pretty much.
I agree with Eddie. The AFC is weak here. I mean, everybody talks about Miami Dolphins, but here's a funny thing, Dave. All these haters out there for the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, Dallas hasn't beat a 500 team at all this season.
That's done. We're done with that.
Well, I don't even care. I never worried about that. You beat who's on.
I don't worry about it either.
You're gonna have blemishes throughout the season.
That doesn't bother me.
Here's the thing. All the talk is all the eyes, all the talk, all the naysay, all the hate is always on Dallas. We know that. We get that. That's the way we are. We get that no matter what we do. But Miami, they haven't beat a team over 500 since last year. Okay, in October, Dave. Okay, but nobody's talking about them. Oh, they're the greatest thing on since the Los Angeles Rams, the greatest thing on turf here. But they're 9-4. I get that, but nobody's talking hate to them because they can't beat a team under 500. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But it's all on Dallas. But you know what? Hey, say what you want. You beat who's in front of you. But the AFC is bad, dude. They're bad. They're bad. It's an interesting conference because everybody's within a game of each other, 2 games of each other. Miami has a 1-game lead. Buffalo wins this week. They could be tied.
Kansas City's 8-5. I know that much.
Yeah. Well, the AFC West, Miami and Buffalo's.
I'm just looking at the AFC conference in general. I'm saying the whole, but.
And he says, I'm not worried about any running backs from Buffalo. I'm worried I'm not worried about him, but if I'm going to worry about a back, it's James Cook because he can get outside.
James Cook's tough. Yeah, he runs hard.
Murray is what he is, but I'm not worried about him. But I think if I'm going to have a back, I think it's going to be James Cook. But he reminds me of a Devontae Swift. Swift.
Dallas gets off to a good start and just plays their game, does their thing. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine. Miami has to beat teams with a good. Exactly. Tua is the thing. Like Tua is one of those guys where I never understood the term, Dave. Living up here where I'm at, a deer in headlights. That is Tua. You get in his face, you get pressure on him. he looks lackluster. He loses
Yeah,
confidence.
but Josh Allen's so strong. I mean, my God.
No, I get that. That's the other thing too. Josh Allen. I hope we learn from our mistakes, but
He can run the ball, and he's not afraid to.
no, he's the one. He's the one running the quarter. I want to say quarterback, running back, quarterback. He's the one guy that's not afraid to put his helmet down to get contact, to get yards.
I mean, Buffalo gave the Eagles a scare. I mean, they played.
True.
I mean, they took them to overtime.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just like Eddie says, bring on the hate. Exactly. Hey, listen, Philadelphia talked about being underdogs, brother. We've been underdogs since 1980s. You know what I mean? Like underdog, that's a different statement when you talk about cowboy underdog.
I think the line's 2.5. Last I checked, I could be wrong.
Actually, it's actually two right now in DraftKings, Dave.
I thought it was 2.5. Okay.
Yeah, it was 2.5. I actually got 3. I got Eagles. I got Cowboys +3. So I took +3. So now it's down to 2. So I got 3 points automatic.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So yeah, I took them. It's down. It's going to go down, Dave. It's going to go down.
I hope it does.
You look at the questionables, of course. Dalton Kincaid's questionable. Justin Shorter, the wide receiver. He's the fifth wide receiver. He's going to be out, of course. Questionables are for right now. Teron Johnson, their starting corner, is going to be questionable. Micah Hyde is questionable. Just
Micah Hyde. Micah Hyde's good.
Yeah, he's questionable. Of course, most likely going to play. Matt Milano's on IR, so it is what it is. But I mean, Dallas right now has nobody on questionable report, so we're good.
Except for maybe Jonathan Hankins.
Yeah, but with this defensive line, you're 7 deep, Dave. I'm not worried.
Yeah, I'm saying the Monty Smith will take care. They'll put him. They'll put him in that slot.
Yeah. It's like Eddie said, look what the Titans did to Tua. Yeah, exactly. You get front four pressure. And, I was kind of scarce going into this game. That's, of course, down the road here. But when we play Miami, I'm not worried about that. Because
I'm not worried about Miami.
Our front four can put pressure on Tua. We know that. And that's how you beat them.
Without a doubt.
That's how you beat them.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
I like going into Miami because the weather's kind of warmer down there. So I think we'll be okay with that.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Yeah.
Sure.
A little bit different temperature, yeah.
But this game, it doesn't scare me because it just doesn't, because I think Dallas has done this before. They've gone into games like this and not picked to win. Like the New Orleans game, they went down there and I've seen it before, and I think they can pull it off. I really do.
I agree. Yeah, I need more coffee, brother. Hold on.
Keep drinking that coffee.
Dude, this is my 6th freaking. Sheets. You ever had Sheets, Dave? Well, you had Sheets.
I've had Sheets, of course. We've went to Sheets.
Dude. Their coffee is actually pretty good.
I don't do coffee, but I've done Sheets.
Dave, I don't do coffee either. I drink monkey cold coffee sometimes. But hey, you know what? Speaking of monkey cold coffee, Dave, how about we talk about some monkey cold coffee real quick?
How about we do that?
Listen, this is not monkey cold coffee, but I'll tell you what, I love coffee now, so I'm probably going to have some monkey cold coffee. So, guys, if you're out there, make sure you reach out to monkeycoldcoffee.com. Use promo code OTBS Sports at the register. Before you check out, make sure you get over to the swag shop. Get a custom, a coffee mug. Damn, all this coffee's getting to me, Dave, I'll tell you. Travel mugs, T-shirts, coffee mugs, K-cups, cold beer diffusers, they got it. Their newest flavor already came out. I'm going to be putting that up this week. It is a new blend that they have. Ken said he ordered it. I haven't heard anything about it yet, but their OG flavors are bourbon, chocolate chip, toasted coconut rum, Samaritan blend, the evolution of flavor-infused coffee. Make sure you get to monkeycoldcoffee.com. Use promo code OTBS Sports at the checkout, and always use that code OTBS Sports. Also, guys, listen, it's Christmas time coming up. Philadelphia just got their ass kicked, okay? So all you fans out there that stubbed your toe, punched a wall, fell down the steps, kicked your dog bit your ass, I don't care what the damn dog did. Or hell, you were injured. I don't give a damn. But just make sure you call my boy, Jason Fine, 1-800-HURT-123. Attorney Big Al. Motor vehicle accidents, slip and fall, workman's comp, personal injury claims, a defeated loss from the Dallas Cowboys. I should put that on there as well. But hey, we can read out to Jason Fine, Attorney Big Al, City of Brotherly Love, Philadelphia, PA, 1628 JFK. Over in Jersey, got you covered there. Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Pittsburgh, PA, my neck of the woods, 500 Grand Street. Make sure you reach out to Jason Fine. Tell him how the box sent you. When the live operators get your call, they take your case, guaranteed, no recovery, no fee, and you get the out-of-the-box discount, 33 and a 30% discount for all your legal needs. So reach out to him. So he is an Eagles fan, so I don't know. Just don't tell him you.
1-800-HURT-123. Call Big Al.
You already know. And actually, I got a funny story. I got to meet with Jason Monday. Coming down to Philly. Got to come down to Philly Monday. We got a couple cases that we have to go to up here.
You and Jason hanging out.
Yeah. He owes me lunch because we put a bet on there. I'm actually
okay.
And the crazy thing is, Dave, you ever heard of Ruth's Steakhouse?
I have, yes.
That shit's good.
It is good stuff. Yeah.
He owes me. He owes
I'm
me.
an Outback guy myself, but it's okay.
Oh, Dave, there's no comparison. Roof Steakhouse versus
I like Outback, but it's cool.
he owes me a lunch because my Cowboys destroyed his Eagles, so he owes me lunch
Nice.
when I come down Monday. So,
Well, enjoy
yeah,
your lunch.
Paul's gonna be getting that Kobe steak, brother.
Paul's gonna be eating good, eating large.
Yeah, Eddie, you already know, man. Those Eagles fans out there, man, they probably stubbed their toe after that game, but hey, it is what it is. Just make sure you reach out to Jason Fine, 1-800-HERD-123. Tell him how the Bucks and the 215 boys said.
Tell them we sent you.
How about them? How about them Eagles?
How about the Eagles?
Well, Dave, hey, listen, man. How about we before we get out of here? I want to do a couple things here. So far, Dave, we don't do a preseason schedule. We don't do all that hoop and holler, Dave. We don't do that crap here. But Dave, so far, we are 10-3 here.
Yeah.
What kind of grade do you give Dallas at the 3/4 way through the season here, Dave?
What kind of grade?
Yeah, so far.
B+.
Overall. B+. Okay. Mm-hmm. Are they living up to your expectations? Have they exceeded? Have they exceeded or what?
No, they're doing. Actually, they're over my expectations. To be honest with you.
I love that. He says, "Hey, Big Al, how about them boys?" Exactly. You know what? I think I'm going to clip this and send it to him because I do see him Monday.
Go, Eddie, man, my man. Exactly. What a turnaround by Dak Prescott this year. I mean, just think about it. How many interceptions did he have last season? Everybody called him a fraud. Dak, trash, whatever. You tell my boy out. He's tearing it up this year.
MVP? MVP?
I'm not going that far. No, I think Tyreek Hill's the MVP. That's just my opinion.
I agree with you there, Dave. I think Tyreek will get
I love Tyreek Hill. Just watching him play. He's so good.
Dave, he's on pace for 2,000 yards to break that record.
That's what I'm saying. And I think, don't get me wrong. Dak's he's he's playing better than I thought he ever would. No, Tyreek Hill's my MVP.
Okay.
Right? Okay. But this team, I love our defense. I love our defensive coordinator. I love Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn, you could stay as long as you want. Don't even
see. That's what scares me, Dave. Please don't jinx it. I think you just
no. And I think McCarthy is just he's turned it around. He's seen things that we it's just a whole new Dallas Cowboy team that we haven't seen in a while. How can you dog a guy who's winning games the way he has last 2-3 years? I can't do it. I'm sorry.
You know what? In a way, I agree with Eddie here. A strong A since the Niners game. You know what? I'll eat my words here, Dave. What I said at the beginning of the season. I didn't believe in Dak and I didn't believe in McCarthy because the terminology, the verbiage was a little bit different coming from a OC like Kellen Moore. The long paragraph verbiage for a play. What McCarthy's done for Dak, this goes a long way for them two together. Imagine if Mike McCarthy got rid of Kellen Moore last year. This team would have been a lot bit different, and they would have got out a little bit not shaky, losing to Arizona, looking the way they did versus the Niners. But to me, McCarthy really took a step, a punch in the face to himself, saying, you know what, I'm going to bite all the words, and I'm going to make myself better. I'm going to learn the film, learn to what Dallas needs to be, and he's learned from that Niners game because I agree, a solid A after that Niners game. That to me was I always say the measuring stick, Dave. You play down I don't want to say play down the competition because the Niners are a team that you don't play down to at all, regardless. But you learn from that. You lose to the Cardinals, you lose to the Niners.
Well, I think that was the worst game of the season, honestly. That Cardinal game.
I agree. Kellen Moore play. This is what I agree with 100%. I think it's the verbiage. Giving Dak too much on his plate, okay? Go back to Mississippi State, Dave, where he played, okay? That was a run-and-shoot offense where he used his legs. He used cadences at the line. It was more like a Johnny Manziel type offense where you go up to the line, take what they give you, run the play, script plays as you do in your head. Kellen Moore is not that type of guy. He goes to the line and says, okay, X7, ZY, flat-out route, whatever you want to run, post corner, whatever. The terminology was way too much. Now it's here we go. I like what I have. Let's go. Okay, here we go. I see what I like. Run it. It's very easy to run with him. But here's the thing.
With weapons, too, like Brandon Cooks is a huge weapon on the offense. Ferguson's been stepping up. It's fun. I'm having fun with this. I'm having fun watching my team. I really am.
I am too. And I agree with Eddie right here. He made it simple for Dak, man. It's terminology.
Well, that's what you have to do. You make it simple for Dak so he can run the offense.
I know it's different levels, Dave, but when I coached 5 to 8 years old, of course, this is back when I was in Philly. Pokemon was very famous, right? I used to call my plays like, okay, here we go, left Pikachu, right Charizard, I used to call my plays by what your team can accept, understand, number one.
A video game?
Yeah. Dave, now, I run cue cards. I got like a picture of Grand Theft Auto, and 2 weeks ago, the last game, I had a picture of myself on one, and then I had Chelsea on another one, and they knew what the plays meant just by a poster board. But here's one thing. You talk about Dan Quinn. I don't want him to leave. I think he's going to be the hottest commodity out there for a head coaching job, number one. But I agree with Eddie. I would make him the highest paid defensive coordinator in the league just to keep him here.
Not even a question. Not even a question.
You have to
keep him as DC. I'm okay with that.
You look at the years. His first year wasn't the greatest because they didn't have an offense to put up points. The defense played great. Then the next year, it was vice versa. The offense played great. The defense was bad. Next year, the defense was bad because we lost into the new system, and then the offense was great. They haven't put it together. When Dan Quinn puts his defense in line, the defense can win a championship, and this is how Dallas can win.
They always say defense wins championships. So,
well, the better thing is, I agree with that 100%. Look at the Ravens. Look at the Bears, of course. Look how
85 Bears. I mean,
look at those teams, but the difference is, this defense is elite. This defense can win championships. But man, let's talk about something that those teams didn't have. That the defense was great, and offense. This offense is elite too. Pick your poison.
But you know what this defense does, Paul? They take away the ball.
Eddie says, "Pokey what? Hey, Pokemon." Okay.
Yeah, This defense takes away the ball.
Exactly.
And that's what I love about it. I mean, how many forced fumbles does this defense have? And your boy, Deron Bland, where was he? He's amazing. I love it. I think he's the difference. I think he makes a difference on Sunday.
Let me do that one more time, Dave. Let me do that one more time.
I know.
Deron Bland. People didn't know his name, but I stood here and said, "Give this kid a year." Didn't I say that, Dave?
Yep. Give me a year.
Give me a year. This kid's going to be elite. I'm telling you. Coming from Fresno State, Dave, you know me. I'm up all the time. West Coast, Fresno State usually plays at 10 o'clock, Eastern time.
Yeah, West Coast
so
time.
I can't sleep. I turn on for Fresno State's game, and I'm like, damn, this kid Deron Bland's pretty damn good. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Eddie says we got Micah. Exactly. 100%.
We got Micah.
Defense. But Eddie, let me ask you real quick. I want to ask Eddie a question real quick. I've asked you this many times here, Dave. Eddie, I want to ask you a question. Next year, you got to pay two players. CeeDee Lamb, you have to pay Michael Parsons too. What happens? Tony Pollard, franchise again. I understand that's $11 million. CeeDee Lamb's going to break the bank. Top two money wide receivers over a Devontae Adams money. We're talking over his money. Micah Parsons is going to get Aaron Donald money. You're talking 5 years, probably for CeeDee Lamb. 5 years, I'm going to say probably damn near $80 million, Dave. Wow. Micah Parsons, 5 years, probably $100 million, Dave. What do you do?
You have to break the bank with Dak, and then you spread it around. I think that's what they're going to do.
I agree. And Eddie says Micah was the perfect pick. Exactly. Going from Penn State, watching the way he plays, it's
whatever Dak gets. Dak's money's coming. It's only a matter of time.
I think he needs either the back end of Dave or reconstruct that situation.
That's what I say. You reconstruct, right? Exactly. And I think that's where the money goes to. The Lamb.
And I tell you what, I think a lot of times, Dave, he does remind me of a Troy Aikman, Tony Romo, who. A lot of people don't know Tony Romo reconstructed his contract 4 times with the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, well, Tony. Yeah,
in 4 years, every year he did it to bring in different players. You go back to Emmitt Smith, he did that too to bring in Deion Sanders. Those players. Troy Aikman did it to bring in some players too as well. Those people get the situation. They want to win. They're not about breaking the bank because the best thing. I don't know if this is true, Dave, but this is the way I feel. I'm a father. I have 2 kids. You're a father. You have 2 kids as well. But I think the best thing for Dak this year was actually becoming a father. Pretty soon in the future. Here,
like I said, he's got a baby on the way.
Yeah, well, he has the money. Hell, he can give his damn kid whatever he wants the rest of his life. That's a different story. But he ain't struggling. He ain't struggling. Dave, put it that way. But
I can't wait to hear the name. I can't wait to hear what her name is.
I already know the name.
How do you know the name? He didn't say it yet.
Because I'm the Godfather. Dak, Maiko, Prescott.
You wish.
That
Nah, not happening.
I know, man. I know. But, hey, that does ring a bell. Dak Maiko.
It's a girl, for crying out loud.
Well, you know what? Maiko's a universal name in a Japanese
Okay,
language.
right.
You know, so hey, it is what it is. And he says, "Is the guy we need? Micah's the guy we need." Exactly. I understand that. We might have to let Paul. I don't know. I mean, that's
Pollard's not going to walk.
Well, the best thing about that statement there, he possibly could, because it goes two ways, Dave. Okay, he's not having the best year of what he had last year, correct? Number wise, correct?
True.
So the price tag goes down a little bit too. But the best thing happened last year was what? Brandon Jacobs sat out, right? Because he wanted the money. Saquon Barkley, they had to give him what he wanted to, right? The running back market is not what it used to be, Dave. It's probably going to go down because the price tag is going down. So you can offer him a little bit less because, Dave, there's a lot of running backs coming out late in second, third round next year.
I've heard that. Yeah.
You know,
the running back, the college running backs are on the loose. Brady,
it's like Tom Brady, exactly. I mean, almost like Mr. Irrelevant. Basically, look at Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. You know, running backs. Look, I'll tell you what. Hey, listen. Here's the thing, Dave. You know, I know you're not on college. Eddie's on big on college as well. But let's look at Bijan Robinson. Fourth pick last year. Hasn't even got over 700 yards the entire season.
Is that amazing to you? I cannot get over that.
Well, you know what? No, I take that back, Dave. I'm not taking back his yards. I can't take that away. But you blame the coaching staff for the Atlanta Falcons. You know what this kid is at Texas. You know what he was. But, Dave, flip the script here. Who was his running? I know you don't know his running back at Texas, his backup running back, A-Chain.
I've heard of A-Chain, yes.
Miami, right?
Yes.
Speed demon. More yardage, more catches, more yak yards, more TDs than Robinson.
Kid runs hard.
Here's the thing. It's called system. You put the kid in the right system, he excels. Miami is speed. They went out and got that.
They have speed, all right.
Atlanta wanted to be physical. Went out and got Robinson. You're not using him the right way. Look at Kyle Pitts. It's all scheme, Dave. You know? But you can get a running back late in the second round, third round that's going to solidify your team. There's some good ones coming out next year. I love a lot of them. You know, I really do. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the Cowboys will be all over that, but it depends what pick do we have in the first round, or
you could be anywhere. I think right now you're probably like 24 right now.
That's what I'm saying. Somewhere,
so you're gonna have 24 to 31. You know what I mean? You're not gonna have a big guy there, but I agree. Micah and Lamb are the two
Micah and Lamb aren't going anywhere.
You have to. You have to. You break the bank for him. Number one, you have to.
How about as sick as he was, and he played outstanding. Like Micah, another sack for him on Sunday night. I mean, and man. For a guy that was that sick, and he was pretty sick, you could tell because he wasn't going well.
Yeah, he had the flu-like symptoms or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Eddie, I agree right here. You know I'm a big Notre Dame fan. I love Audric Estime. You know, he's not going to be a first-round guy. Dave, I compared him on my show. A lot of people comment on my Notre Dame show, which I'll be doing a show coming up next week for the bowl game against Oregon State.
That's right, yeah. What bowl are they in?
Some bullshit bowl, Blockbuster Bowl. It's not even in tune anymore. But they play Oregon State.
Isn't Penn State in the Peach Bowl? Did I hear that? Did I read that right?
Yeah, they're playing the Peach Bowl. They're going to lose against Ole Miss. They're going to lose against Ole Miss anyway. So
but that's right.
Audric Estime, I've compared him to a Jerome Bettis. He's 240 pounds, lightning quick, physical. This dude does it all. I mean, he carried Notre Dame's offense this year. You know, I love this kid. Third round, even if you let Pollard walk and you go out and get Audric Estime second round, I am cool with that because you have him on a 4-year deal, Dave. You have him on a 4-year deal.
Yeah, it's true.
You're looking at $1 million a year, $4 million. You pay Tony Pollard $10 million a year. I got Audric Estime locked up for 4 years.
What's he, like a bus running back type deal?
He is I called him the baby Jerome Bus.
Baby Jerome Bus. Okay.
Yes,
cool.
He's built like him, but he's like the human bowling ball, of course. But he's faster. Put it that way. He's faster.
Hey, I'm okay with it.
The kid who ran all over OSU, Ohio State. This kid, Audric Estime, is nasty. I love this kid playing. God, if it was a second round flyer, I'd take him. I'd be okay. I would probably, if the price tag's there, I would probably let Pollard stay. But if he's gone, running backs are dime a dozen, man. They really are.
Yeah, they are nowadays. Yeah,
they are. You know, they're like the hidden gem. They do the most work, of course, other than an offensive line and quarterback. But they get the less money on the field. So I'm
This is
cool with
true.
that. I'm cool with that.
So are we
Eddie,
doing predictions here or what?
yes, we are. Real quick, I want to ask Eddie. Eddie, I know you chime into all the college shows we do. I appreciate all chiming into all the shows, all Atomic Drop, every show that we have. You check in. What is your favorite college football team? I've never asked you that actually, and I believe you live in Arizona, if I'm correct. Is that right? All right, Dave. Hey, what's the final prediction, Dave? Hey, going up to Buffalo, 46
Buffalo. Here we go, Buffalo. Going to Buffalo.
And Eddie, give me your final prediction as well.
Yes, Eddie, I'm interested in that too.
All right, Dave, what do you have for me?
I have 27-24 Dallas.
Wow. Let me ask you this real quick. I know what you're going to say, and I already probably know the answer. Automatic Aubrey for the.
You got it.
I knew it. See, I'm reading your mind right there.
37-yard field goal to win it.
Let me get my last drink because I just read your mind. Hold on. I'm actually empty now. I need more.
Nah, Josh Allen's going to put some points on us, I think. But I think an automatic Aubrey field goal to win it.
Mm-hmm. Eddie Simon, he says he is quicker than Bettis. Exactly. He is 100%. 100%. Well, guys, you know what? Real quick, before I give my production, I want to give a shout out real quick to one of our Eagles fans who's chiming into the show, Adam Glenn.
He
says, I'll own it. Congratulations on the win.
I was wondering where you were. Adam.
Adam, you know what? I gave you a shout out early in the show. Adam said the final score would be 35-24 Eagles.
Wow.
But you know what, Eddie? Adam, I appreciate you checking in, brother.
Thanks for checking in, Adam. We appreciate it, man. Adam checks into the Atomic Drop podcast every week.
I know. Usually the first one to check in, too.
He's always the first one to check in. Yep.
Adam, I'll make you a bet. What time are you guys on Friday night, Dave?
I think it's 10:30.
Okay, here's the deal.
It could be Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure, but I think it's Friday.
Adam, I challenge you. this week. Who's going to be the first commenter? I guarantee I'll be faster than you on the Atomic Drop this weekend.
Oh, I think it's going to be Eileen.
Well, you know what, Eileen? Eileen hasn't checked in. I'm gonna challenge you too, Eileen. I'm gonna be the first commenter on that.
Where's Eileen tonight? I like her.
I don't know. I think she's ecstatic that the Jets actually won this week. She probably fell out.
She's probably
She's probably still in New York. Probably chiming in. I'm damn drunk as a skunk out there because the Jets won. I don't know. But Adam, I appreciate you checking in, brother.
Yeah, Zach Wilson came in and did a great. Yeah.
Okay. He is the Arizona Wildcat fan. Oh, okay. Hey, listen, I'm a Wildcat. I'm 29 Palms Wildcats and Villanova Wildcats. So I'm a Wildcat too.
Wildcat fan.
Exactly. All right. Eddie says 31-17 Dallas. Okay.
Wow.
Adam, while I have you, what's your final score for this week? And actually, you know what? How about we do we'll flip it a little bit. Since Adam's here, we appreciate all of our viewers. How about we do the Eagles game too against the Seahawks, Dave?
Ooh.
Okay. So my final prediction for this game here, let me put a C on Eddie's.
Yeah, I was going to say, you didn't do your prediction yet.
I'm going to go 31-26 Cowboys this week.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so. Adam, give me your score for the Cowboys game too, and how about we do
26 boys?
How about we do Seattle and Eagles too? Since what, it's coming down to the last weeks of the season here. Let's see what we got. So Eddie, Adam, and Dave, give me your predictions. Dave, what's your prediction for the
Seattle Eagles?
Yep.
Wow.
Wow, Adam, you always got to go against the grain, don't you?
Adam he's not a Cowboy fan.
I know. Adam, you know what? I can't wait till next week and Adam comes on the show and says, you know what? I'll own up to it. Ditto twice. Hashtag times 2. So
Adam is a Eagles hater or a Cowboy hater.
Yes. You know what? I appreciate you.
That's okay. We get it. We understand.
Right, so he has Buffalo 31-24. Okay.
31-24. Yeah, that's what he has.
Eddie says Joe looks sad during the Eagles show. He had to wear that Tony Romo jersey. But you know what? I give Joe so much credit.
I give him credit, man. He really did. He wore that thing the whole show.
We've done 2 bets, and you know what? I was kind of I was so pissed off at myself because I didn't do a bet beginning of the season. I'll admit I'll own up to whatever I do too. But I give credit to Joe. It's the second time he's lost a bet.
I couldn't have done that because I don't own an Eagles jersey, so there's no reason.
I don't own one either. I own a Randall Cunningham Pro Bowl jersey.
I own nothing Eagles. Nothing.
My thing was I actually ordered. You already know, Dave. I already ordered an Eagles jersey. Just to have it, just keep it because I'm a man of my word. I wanted to go out and get a jersey, so I actually got DeAndre Swift because I have a connection with him anyway. So I bought that jersey. It's still on back order. I just hope nobody stole it because I wasn't here for a week, honestly. But I was going to either get that one or the person I respect most of the Eagles is Jason Kelce. So It was going to be one of
Okay,
those two, but I
I
got Swift.
understand.
Yep.
That's totally
Yep.
understandable.
So let's give our predictions for the Seahawks game
Ooh,
here.
Eddie's
I
got.
love that. I love that.
Ooh, I like that.
27-24
I like
Seahawks.
that.
Wow. It's all going to come down to Geno Smith, man, how this dude plays, man.
Actually, I had Seahawks 31, Eagles 17.
31-17?
Yep.
Wow, 31-17 Seattle. Okay.
Mhm.
You know, I hate to be the Debbie down here. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to go. I think the Eagles rebound this week. I think they flip the script here. I'm going to go 33-17 Birds. I hate saying it.
Wow.
I really do.
Nah.
I hate saying it. Eddie says Adam will be wrong again. I hope so too, brother. Hope so too.
I just can't see how the Eagles linebackers are going to stick with Metcalf and Lockett. I don't see it.
Well, you know what? The funny thing is, if they can lock down Metcalf in the first half, Metcalf. We seen that meltdown last week with
even Noah Fant could have a day.
But you know what? Metcalf is one of those dudes. He's so damn good, but you get in his head, Dave. Like, look at last week. My man was throwing helmets, getting pissed off because he wasn't getting the ball. But I think this Eagles front four can put pressure because Seahawks offensive line isn't that good.
Is Geno playing?
That's the thing. He's questionable.
Okay.
You know, I don't believe in it.
I think if Geno plays, it's a whole other story because I think Lockett and Metcalf.
I hope so. Let me put this up here for next week.
Is Kenneth Walker? Kenneth Walker's got to be playing too, right?
No, that's a huge downfall if Charbonnet plays. If Charbonnet plays, it's a different story.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Seattle's tough. They gave us a run. I mean, I mean,
the way I look at it is every team is going to give you your best shot no matter what.
But the way I look at it too is you got to remember Seattle's playing for their playoff lives. Mm. So
Eddie agrees with you. I don't think.
And they're home.
Yeah.
I mean,
Eddie agrees with you. The Eagles defense DBs can't handle Metcalf, but I think Metcalf is one of those guys that's a head case too. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't.
But if he's on a roll and he's having a good day, forget it.
Oh, he's one of the guys that can give you a hat trick like Kittle did. He can give you the hat trick too. I mean, he's already done it this year. You know what I mean? So, but it all falls down to that one.
I can see Lockett having a good day too.
They do have the weapons. I mean, when they're healthy, Jigba Smith, Metcalf and Lockett, they're nasty. Kenneth Walker too. But the thing is, it all falls down to, like we always say, Dak. Which Dak is going to show up? We know who's going to show up now, but which Geno is going to show up? You know what I mean?
Wow, I didn't think Drew Lock played that bad on Sunday against the Niners. To be honest with you.
Yeah, but
I know they lost the game, but I didn't think Drew didn't do as bad as we thought.
Yep. Adam, give me your Eagles prediction for the week, brother, before we get out of here.
Eagles will bounce back. Adam, you keep saying that every week.
I think they will, though. Listen, Adam, I'm not trying to make a friend here, but I think the Eagles do win this game. I got.
It's a long trip. It's a long trip to Seattle, bro.
Yeah, I hope the 12th man shows up. You know what I mean? All right, so I'll wait for Adams real quick.
That crowd's going to be on point. It's going to be tough. It's tough to play there.
The Eagles don't have Fred Warner. I get that. Greenlaw, Fred Warner. I get that too. I get that 100%. I get that. I get that too. But I'm curious to see how Leonard plays this week. Being on the pine last week, who had like 8 snaps the entire game.
Is that what he did? 8. I saw him on the field, but I wasn't sure.
I don't even know. I'm just going to throw out 8 because
I think it was 5, whatever it was.
It could have been. I probably give him a little extra credit there. But Adam, I know that's a miss. I know that's a mistypo, brother.
I think he's at 31-24.
Okay, but damn, dude, listen to me. I will tell you what. If that score is ever 331-24, I will go out. I'll make a bet with you. If that's the score, I will go out and buy every damn 53-man roster that the Eagles have, and I will buy a jersey for every damn 53-man roster too. Okay,
that's not going to happen.
I know. You got 31-24.
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
Are you sure you're ready at 31 or 33?
Adam, 33 or 31, brother.
That's what I'm asking. I don't know.
All right. Well, either way, he has got the Eagles win, so we'll put that.
It doesn't matter.
We'll put 33 or 31 there. All right, Dave, as always, brother, let's do some final thoughts real quick and some shout-outs, whatever you feel like doing.
Yeah, shout-outs. Interesting. Final thoughts. Way to bounce. Way to come off a big win on Monday night. Sunday. I keep saying Monday night. Sunday night. Definitely needed it. 5 in a row. We're hot. Let's make it 6. Let's go up to Buffalo, get the win. Shut the Nares up, and let's keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Any shout-outs, Dave?
Shout-outs. Nah, I got nothing. Should I?
Well, how about we plug a show? How about we plug in a show?
I could shout out to Katie. I hope she's okay.
I appreciate that.
Hope all is well with her family. I know she had a loss in the family, so
Mm,
shout out to her.
thank you.
Shout out to you too. I know, you're with her. I get that.
Shout out to me. I
Other,
need some more coffee, brother. How about that?
yeah, shout out to you. Keep drinking. Other than that, no, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. My final thoughts is, man, let's continue what we have here. 5 in a row here. Let's continue. Let's get to 6 there. Let's keep going. We coming from 3 games, get back with the Eagles. Now we're in first place by, a situation statistically. Keep it going. Keep playing. Play who's in front of you. Don't look down the schedule. Win who's in front of you, of course. And my shout out, of course, is to everybody out there, man. Listen, life's too short, man. If you have friends out there you haven't talked to in a while, there's no reason to have grudges anymore, man. Just go out and reach out to the person, be the better man, and say how you've been, because you never know when you lose someone in your family, a friend. And what's the last thing you said too, of course, is you can't take it back, man. So go out there and reach out to somebody that you really haven't reached out to. I actually reached out to a friend from high school 2 days ago that I haven't talked to over 30 years. So I reached out to him and said, how you doing? He's like, what do you want? I was like, hey, just saying hello, brother. That's all I'm saying. Life's too short. Life's too short, man. Life's too short. So that's just my thing, man. Life hits you too hard. You never know who's here today and gone tomorrow. So
this is true. Yeah.
Be the better person, man. Except for you freaking Eagles fans.
I can't believe you just did that. Wow.
But I love all the Eagles fans too. Adam, I love you for checking in. Everybody out there. Last comment tonight is Eddie's going to give out a shout out to. Let's give a shout out to freaking Aubrey. Hell yeah. Brandon Aubrey. Automatic Aubrey.
Automatic.
Yep. All right, Dave, you ready to get out here? When are you going to be back on, Dave?
I will be back on Friday night. Time Drop Podcast, I believe 10:30. If that changes, I'll let everybody know.
All right. As we always say, make sure you like, share, subscribe, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We're everywhere. We are losing some shows coming up this week because the football season is winding down. College football, we have a couple more shows here, of course. Notre Dame show, I'll be doing a preview. It's not going to be this weekend because we play the following week. A season-ending thing, of course. So make sure you check out all the shows out of the box sports.
Real quick, there are 3 games Saturday in case everybody's interested.
Yeah, they're BS games.
I'm just saying.
They're BS games. Miami of Ohio and
No, I meant 3 NFL games on Saturday.
Oh, I didn't even look. I don't even look till Thursday, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't even look till Thursday. I don't even look. But
good luck in your fantasy if you're still in it, which I am, and I hope everybody does well there too. So.
Definitely. And the last thing I want to say is congratulations to the pound per pound champion of the state of PA, the St. Joe's Prep Hawks, for
destroyed North Allegheny. Yeah,
North Allegheny this week, back to back to where we belong. 6 out of the last 7 state championships.
Yeah, the champs are here.
The champs are here and here to stay. And congratulations also for being the number 4 ranked team in the country.
I thought it was 6.
4th on ESPN.
I thought it was 6. I thought they said 6. Okay.
They said today Max Prep actually recruited him as number 4 for the entire season.
Because I remember I was watching the game and I could have sworn they said they were number 6 in the country.
That was because there was a couple other games that had to be played too.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what it was.
So they're ranked 4th in the country, and their only loss this year was to IMG Academy out of Miami by 3 points. And they were, at the time, they were number 1 in the nation. So congratulations to St. Joe's Prep, man.
I mean, I was watching that game as you were texting during the group text and all.
I was pissed off because I didn't get it.
But no, I watched the whole thing. I saw the whole game. And shout out to Allegheny. I mean, they hung in there as much as they could. They did.
Hanging in, man. That's what teams try to do. They try to hang in.
You know, it's funny. Back in 1990, when I was only a sophomore in high school, at the time, my high school, we actually played North Allegheny in the state championship.
You said you were a sophomore in 90?
In 90, I was. Yes.
Damn, I graduated in 90.
But going back to 1990, my high school senior year, our football team went to the state championship. We played North Allegheny in the state finals, and we lost to them. But it was a great game.
Dave, as I always say, brother, I got your back. We took care of business for you.
Yeah, you took care of business, which is appreciate that. Absolutely.
But yeah. Hey, man, you ready to get out of here, Dave?
Let's get out of here. I'm done.
All right, guys. Listen, my name is Paul Spencer. That is Dave. You're on another showstopper. Check out Dave Friday nights, 10:30, the Atomic Drop. I'll be back on next Wednesday, College Football Frenzy, and we're going to have a special guest on next show. Pat, he's actually an NIL booster.
Nice.
for a lot of the players in college football. So he's going to be on next week, and tune into that show if you got any questions about the NIL deal. So some things he can't say, some things he can say. So stay tuned. And I'm curious about what he can and can't say. So
Yeah.
I can't wait for that show. So, hey, Dave, I'm ready to get out of here, brother.
Let's do it.
Dave, as we always say to all of our Cowboy lovers out there, the Cowboy Nation is strong. 10-3, moving on. Hopefully, first place in the NFC East.
Hopefully 11-3.
And hopefully get that number 1 seed because, God, we need it coming up.
No doubt. No doubt.
As we always say, Dave, what are you going to say to them?
Go, boys, go.
You already know. See you next Wednesday night, 9:30 prime time. Take it easy.
Later.